Whew. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? My first time speaking this morning, so let's see. Go live. That. Just trying to get some things done. Hey, is it Jan? Han? I don't know how to say it. How you doing? Good morning, Jack. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, everyone. Is this thumbnail? The thumbnail doesn't automatically set, so especially when I like multi-stream. So this is a little weird. Let's just stick with this. Good morning, Dixie. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, TD. I can say what up, Jack. All right, we got one person viewing on TikTok. I don't think anybody on Twitch yet. Nobody on Twitch yet, but we'll see. Today is Fed Day. Will it be a sell-off day? It looks like it's going to be something to where we're going to have that sell-off where we would get things at a discount. Right now we have AMC sitting at 12.8. It's a lot lower than where we thought they would be. They did finish, at 13.02, so it's not a crazy difference. But it may be a day to where it's a down day. But a lot of times where you do see this down day in the pre-market, it can completely reverse. So A1 or A full. I can't see what numbers or letters those are, but hey, how you doing? Hey man, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Good morning, Paper Perry. First of all, it's profit hands Perry. So that's the thing, is profit hands. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I went to sleep really late last night, obviously waking up really early this morning in order to get some work done for my 9 to 5. That actually isn't 9 to 5. It's more like 4 to 7, and then from 10 until 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So it's not really a 9 to 5, but it's getting to me. I stayed up late. I needed to get like a workout in and some stuff, but I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. I'm up now. So I usually sit here without, because I have a large light right here. So I usually sit here without that large light while I'm working. But it's different while I'm streaming because you obviously need to see me. Do you think stimmy will make a difference today? I don't know if it will today because people can't actually deposit the stimulus checks right now into they go into their bank account, but in order for it to get to their investment account, it takes a number of days to clear. So it might be, tomorrow or Friday to where we see a huge impact. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. That might be something to where I'm not. I might stream for a couple of minutes in the morning because You know, I wake up early, so I might wake up at like 6 and stream for maybe a little bit, and then that's it. What's my average? My average is $9.46 on Fidelity and $9.27, I believe, over here in Webull. So, or not, sorry, it went, it's higher. So, oh, it's higher because I had AMC clear. So I have some AMC shares that actually cleared in my Webull account. So now I have I have 11 more shares that were probably purchased at where it is now, so $13 or so. But now my cost average is $9.45 instead of $9.27. So I hope that I can bring that down in some cases. You in AMC at all? Yes, I'm in AMC. This main, live is kind of about AMC. Yes, I do talk about GME and a lot of other positions as we start to go through some stuff. It looks like it's a complete red day for the pre-market. Just to let you know, yeah, it looks like it's a complete red day for the pre-market. But like I said, just to let you know, it could be a complete reversal once the market opens. So it could be a red day right now, and it'll be different once we get into the actual market open here. Trace Trades mentioned me on his podcast yesterday. Y'all should do something together. He spoke highly about you. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a really great guy. We'll definitely link up. It's gonna happen. You know, I have people in my chat that's talking about him and us linking up, and then he has people in his chat doing the same thing. So yeah, I think it'll definitely happen. Whew. You can tell I'm tired because I'm like daydreaming at times. So GME is still sitting around, at $200 mark. They did close at 208. It dropped down. It started to fall throughout the after hours, and the pre-market is still doing more of the same, pushing down to $199. Like I said, I think it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a red day, but it could reverse. So don't think that it will be a red day just based on all of the information that we're seeing here. It might be a complete reversal. You don't know. Trying out YouTube Premium, it's pretty good. Yeah, I hear you don't have to worry about ads and all that stuff. I was thinking about it because if I ever do reaction videos, that's always a great deal. Are there any available cruise ship besides Revolt in which I hold 50 shares of GME at $50 and 150 shares of AMC at $7.74 and Interactive Brokers? I'm not 100% sure if there's any other brokerage account available for you. But I mean, what's the problem with those brokerage accounts? I mean, Interactive Brokers wasn't that bad. I used it for a little bit, but obviously now I use Webull and Fidelity, so I still have an Interactive Brokers account. It's not something that I've used often. Ads are the worst. Well, that's how YouTubers get paid. You get that AdSense revenue. So you'll see me play ads, every 20 or 30 minutes, depending on. Sometimes I just totally forget and I don't even play it. But that's how YouTubers get good, ad money, I guess. Oh, interactive brokers have a 21 plus restriction, and I'm 18. Why would they have that? They're basically saying that people can't invest young, or they're not able to invest their money the right way while they're young. I guess that might be the reason. Thank you for sending likes over on TikTok. I appreciate that. Samsung Tab 7 is dope. Insane battery life. I bet. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads. That's good. Txmd Day, going to put it all on AMC. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope that, today goes well with all of these stimulus checks, but thinking about how that gets deposited and how the money can go onto the actual position, it's going to take a while for it to clear, in my opinion. So want to be realistic, and if we see a bad day, we might not have an actual stimulus day or stimmy day until Thursday or Friday. And Friday may be amazing. You still get paid for my views. Yes, you get paid for the YouTube Premium views, but we get paid from your membership percentage, like a percentage of your membership, depending where your watch time goes. I mean, you can get tattooed and go support your country when you were 18, but not invest. What a place to live. Yeah, that makes no sense. You should be able to invest earlier than 18. Or, sorry, earlier than 21. Yeah, there are no ads if you use ad blocker. Yeah, well, they also count it as an ad. So even if you do use it, it still comes up and stops the video. It's not there are no ads. It's just it doesn't show the full ad, and then you're able to skip right away, from what I've seen. But I support all the ads for any creator that I watch. So that's the reason why I keep it on, unless I'm doing like some sort of reaction video. Then I really don't want it on there, because then it stops the video. But yeah, if I get YouTube Premium, I'm supporting the creator, and I'm also able to watch those ads. What's your strategy for day and swing trading? So my strategy for day trading and swing trading, a lot of times for day trading, people know that I use the bounce back method, to where I'll see this 15 moving average or 20 moving average, whatever I feel like using at the time, depending how the stock actually moves. I want to see more of a flat rate where it does come back to, and I'll look at things like this. So for GameStop, I'll look for it to pull away from this 15 moving average, knowing that it's going to come back to the 15 moving average. So getting all the way down to 96, and then being able to invest at a certain point to where it's being oversold, and then you get into it, you drive that price all the way up. So from 196 all the way up to $200, it's a gain of $2. I'll invest in maybe 100 shares or 200 shares, depending on what the price is, or 1,000 shares. And then I'll gain either 100, 200, or $1,000. So that's mainly my method for day trading. Sometimes I'll see some of the smaller scalping opportunities. So I'll probably see something that's closer and scalp it on the way up, maybe 30 cents, and invest in 1,000 shares and gain $300. So I try and make it very simple there. For swing trading, I'm always looking for a great long-term play, something that's low price that has positive movement the whole way up. So if I was looking at something, let's see what it's doing in the past month. If I was looking at something like a ZOM here, this is something that I'm looking for, is this potential for it to jump up. And like I said with ZOM, I can definitely see me getting back into it. I did get out at $2.40. The overall true forma issue just really pissed me off. But I do think ZOM has the ability to get back to where they should be. Under $2 would be amazing. And I'll be watching this, because then I will get back into it for a smaller short-term swing trade. But this is something that I look for, is this positivity predictability when it comes to a position, seeing it move, seeing it have buying strength, seeing it stay above the 200 EMA. You do have a couple of points to where it does break below it, and then it has fighting strength to get back above it. So hopefully we see this touch point and we can push that $3 mark. That would be phenomenal. Got 2 people viewing on TikTok, 1 person or 5 people on Twitch. Hey Matt, what's the witching day? So the witching day is the 19th. That's the quadruple witching day from what I hear. I don't want to look at that as the most positive day. I think that may be the day to where we see all the stimulus checks clear in brokerage accounts. So you're gonna get some big movement there. Agreed on ZOM. Yeah, I still think ZOM is pretty good, even though it did drop to $2. It just really upset me that they released Trueforma early. And you've seen it in the live stream yesterday. Once somebody said that, and I didn't know about it because I don't look at the news often. Once somebody said that, and I didn't know about it, I like froze up and flipped out pretty much. So ended up selling my position for a positive, and that obviously showed to be a good decision. It was a down day yesterday, and it's a down pre-market, so it makes sense why it's down to $2. It's basically down 40 cents over the last, I don't even know how many hours, but it looks pretty good. So I think what I'm going to need to do is take some of these positions that I have here and sell off some of these positions, like AT&T, AR, Ford, because I did get some stocks cleared. So that's a good thing. But I thought I hit my limit. That's what was weird. I thought I hit my limit on the amount of positions that I held. So I'll have a lot more buying power here, at least over $600 worth of buying power, so I can really move that rocket amount. As long as we see some movement up and down. Something YouTube Music has over Spotify is you can play music videos. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of music videos anymore. Sometimes I'll watch them, but I can't tell you the last time I've actually watched a music video. Actually, you know what? I can. It was the, I can't even think of the name. It was the song by Eminem. I can't remember what it is. I'm blanking right now. Do you think day trading has an impact on AMC and GME? If it does, it's a very small impact. I think it's more or less the hedge funds and just normal people selling their positions. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing the hedge funds manipulate it, and then you're seeing normal people sell up their positions because they're okay with the profit or they're tired of holding. There are a number of times where my wife is like, hey, well, if you're up $8,000, why don't you just get out? And I'm like, well, the bigger picture is to make a lot more than $8,000. And she's like, well, I would take my profits, as I see them. And I'm like, well, that's typically what I do. But I wanna grow this amount, and the amount of time that I'm holding, it only makes sense for me to make a certain amount, and it has to be over $10,000. So I know my profit target is going to be $20, and I'm pretty sure that it can push well above $20. We have 462 people in here. Please hit that like button, get it above 200 likes, 250 likes. That will be amazing, guys. If you haven't had the chance to hit the like button, just find a way. I think you have to take away the chat and then hit that like button. Profit hands 100%. Yep, that's what it's all about. I'm thinking about changing the Discord group name and to Profit Hands. I like that name. Also, they have people that are saying that it's Perry's Plays, but I don't know. I like the Profit Hands group. My girlfriend says the same thing. I called her paper-handed. Did she get what you meant, or because if I called Erica paper hand, she would just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're almost at 200 likes. We're 40 likes away. So hit that like button. I did see friends with dividends. That's interesting because right now it's friends with like the play on my name, friends with benefits. So I like Profit Hands Group. Yeah, that sounds good to me too. Harry and the Profit Hands band. You guys are funny. Yeah, it looks like a complete red day. Enjoying your live streams. Love from the UK. Well, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I want to make things that people, want to watch. So if you're watching on TikTok, you're watching on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, whatever it is, I just want to make things that, people want to watch. I got my stimmy in the chamber today. I haven't even checked if this was the, oh, I can't, the phone's right there. So I forget about it. But yeah, I actually have a lot of money that's going to be going into investment accounts. So I could do a lot more. But yeah, it should be good. Greetings for Denmark. Wow. The Fed is speaking today. Your voice is soothing. Good sleep video. Sorry that it's a sleep video. But yeah, my voice is actually a little bit weird because this is the first time I'm actually speaking this morning. Typically, I'll talk to myself and get my voice ready, but I didn't. So we're dealing with this now. Remember, if you guys want to join the Discord group, I haven't really been responsive in there. Yesterday was a really good day with the kids because Erica was working. So he was spot on target for ZOM. Time to buy back in. Yeah, I think we have. Thanks, Mike, for saying that in the Discord group. But yeah, I would. Well, obviously, I agree with myself. But as I look at ZOM, it's just something that, like I said, I was so pissed when I got the news that they were releasing Trueforma early, and people said it. Some person said it best that they shot themselves in the foot. I don't think it's going to, derail them completely. But with the down market, including the Trueforma news, it did not impact the stock at all. It still brought them down, and in the pre-market they're down 10%. So I think if we can get back in at below $2, I think that's a great bet. Maybe even below that. Like, I would love to see it. If it's going to drop down today, I want to see what it's going to do. But if it's going to drop down today, I want to get in at $1. I'll love to get in at $1 because then doubling that is much easier because I know it will get to $2. So that's something I want to see happen. But over the last, I guess, couple of months, you did see it, rise and stay above $1 for quite some time. So I don't know if it will get back to $1 with the growth that it does have, but it might be close to below that $2 mark. So hopefully we do see that in the day. But remember, the day might be a complete reversal. It could be a complete reversal. So I don't want anybody to get stuck or sell off their position or whatever, and then they end up saying, oh, well, you know what, the price went up to $3 or $4. I don't want that to happen. So make your decision if you're looking to invest back into it, but I think it's a great buy. All right, how many people do we have in here? I'm lost right now. We have 561 people in here, almost 200 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Would love 250. There we go, 200 likes. Would love 250 likes. If you guys want to join my Discord group, the link is in the description. Also, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull with that link. If you're new to my channel, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. It does help out the channel a lot, man. How do you see GME going up? Going to play for the next 48 hours in your natural, transparent way. For GME, I can definitely see them making moves right now. Like I said, for the last couple of days, we've been seeing, or yesterday, we've been seeing a down day, and the day before that, it was a down day as well. But we've been seeing a down day, and what we want to see is we need that bounce. If it's today or it's tomorrow, where we do get that bounce off the 200 moving average, I think that we're going to see that probably hit. If it does have a down day, we're going to see it ultimately hit, you know, the 180, 185 mark. I would love to see that bounce off though, in the next day and push back above, you know, 250. And it definitely has the possibility to do that. Once these down days are gone, once people are invested into these positions. But you look at the market, it's an overall down market. It's not literally just AMC or GME like it was in the past. So it wasn't just that, and it wasn't just the manipulation. So it's manipulation on top of a down market. So I can see them falling today if that does happen. I can see them falling today and then having an increase the next day. But like I said, you could see a reversal here. You could see these 2 down days that were enough. And just because the Fed's speaking doesn't mean anything. And we could see that increase here to where people are excited about stimulus, getting back into it and all that. We're almost at 250 likes. We're at 234. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. See, for me, the first thing I do when I go into a video is hit the like button. A lot of times I can't hit the like button because I have auto like set up. So it automatically likes the videos that I'm watching. If you want to download that, that's a Chrome extension. So you don't have to, you know, not hit the like button. We just hit 250 likes. Thank you everybody for getting it to that point. I need some chapstick or something. I think you, Trey, Melvin Capital, and Matt Kors would be good to watch. Yeah, I mean, there would be a lot of questions going towards Melvin Capital if that was the case. Anybody in Melvin Capital would be great to watch just because we want to see them pressured, right? Yeah, so it's... Wait. I like Belmont Capital. Shout out to the chair. Like this chair behind me? What, that exists? Auto like? Yeah, it's a Chrome extension. I have auto like set up so that I can I always support the creators that I'm watching. Yeah, Belmont Capital, not Melvin Capital. Anybody, like I said, anybody talking to Melvin Capital would be great to watch just because we would be pressuring the heck out of them. Talking about Matt Kors chair. Oh, okay. Okay, understood. Melvin is my boyfriend? Okay. Sorry. My schedule is you, Trey, and Matt, and whoever's after close. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, it's great that you support all of the creators that are, you know, making these videos that are supporting, you know, AMC and GME and the biggest movement that we've seen, you know, in how many, you know, years. Ow, I just hit my leg. That hurt. We have 652 people in here, you know, 278 likes. Thank you. Would love to get to half that. A little under half, maybe 300 likes. That'll be amazing. But yeah, we're seeing a down day today in the pre-market, down to $12.67, which is a huge drop. It does like get depressing when you see a drop and you don't see a gain. When you do see a gain, you'll see like the reactions and, you know, I did talk about how I felt about Zom earlier, but I can definitely go through that again. So I know Trey wanted to get me on his fundraiser. I seen it after the fact, not during. I was actually golfing at the time. What's your prediction for AMC today? Yesterday you were very accurate. Yeah, I was, and I love the way that I saw that happen. So typically, it looks like it's going to be another down day. So I can say if it does, you know, if we see that as a down day, we're definitely going to see probably another dollar of a loss. I would hope that it's a flat down day. So a dollar is always easy to understand. It did move $1.02 yesterday. I said that it would move from $14 to $13. Today, I don't know if it will break past that, and it'll probably be somewhere around a lower loss if it is a loss, maybe around 50 cents or so. But I don't think it's going to break that $12 mark. It might break it as a low, but I don't think it'll stay there. So just like it did yesterday, I think it broke 13 or broke close to $12, and then went up to $13. So I think that I don't believe it'll break $12. If it does, then obviously that's a point to where people can buy in. That'll be really good. Where I can't make some buys because that'll raise my cost average. But where a lot of people can buy in and you know, predict the price or move the price up to $14. So I think $12.50 to $12. I don't think it'll break below or be below $12 to finish. I keep kicking this. Sorry if anybody's watching on TikTok. It's like right in my leg. So sorry. But yeah, that's where I think AMC will go. $12.50, $12. I don't think it'll break below or it'll close below $12. If it's a low day. If we end up seeing a complete reversal, we could see it up to $14 again. Easily. So it might be back and forth, $1 down, $1 up. Typically, it only moves that much. The largest day that we've seen it move was the one day where we had 25%, which was Monday. Anything after that, or anything before that and after that, we never really seen a day to where we seen 20%. We had a day to where it was like 18%. It got up to 20% and then dropped down to like 18 or something. So did you see a stop at $10? Did I set a stop at 10? No, I didn't. I want to see how things are rolling. I would love to be able to see if it is going to drop down significantly. I would love to be able to predict that and then be able to make some sort of a profit on, and then on the way down, you know, obviously get back in somewhere around that $7 mark. That would be amazing, or $6. That would be really good. But either way, I would try and lower the cost average as much as I possibly can. I asked 3 times already. Asked 3 times already for what? How is that you? How do I get access to the Discord group? Uh, there's a couple of posts. So I'll put a post now. There's a post that tells you how to do it. It's literally connect to Discord and it has a link. I will repost it right now. Sorry if you didn't see that. Let me repost that. I'll do that. How to connect to Discord. Copy. New text. Let's see, go to the Discord, invite people. Okay. Yes. All right. So here you go. All right, I just put out another post on Patreon. It's the first post that you'll see, March 17th, and it's how to connect to Discord. Sorry if you couldn't find that. Sorry if I made that difficult. It shouldn't have been difficult. I tried to make it as easy as possible, but then again, I know when I start making these posts, it kind of pushes that post down. It's not something that's a pinned post, which would be great, but it's not a pinned post. So if you go into Patreon, you'll be able to select link to Discord. Thank you, Jamal, for joining the Discord group today. I appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Sorry I didn't see it earlier. I was trying to read through some of the things, but it moves a little fast sometimes. 700 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Would love to get to 400 likes, about half. I love to stay at half. You see the concurrent viewers at 700. I would love to get to where half is. So 350, maybe 400. That would be really good. Thanks for posting quality analysis. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm looking to do, is to post all these analyses. But the only thing is that you need to factor in some news. So I still say that people do their own due diligence. My strategy, I don't really use news that often unless I'm doing some sort of swing trading. I want to know what the news is what news is taking place, what's a good buy. Things like that. Maybe an IPO that's 2 weeks out and has a lot of hype behind it, something like that. I hit the like button as soon as I touch down. That's awesome. It's really good. I like that. I have the auto like set up, so I just try and automatically have that like anytime I'm watching a creator, whether I'm supporting Trey or I'm supporting I don't know, Big Doss TV. I only said that because he was on his channel. Or whoever I'm supporting. Whomever. Swing trading, you don't know what swing trading is? There's a difference between swing trading and day trading. I wanted to make a, let me know if anybody's interested in any type of a course. I didn't know if I should do that on day trading at least, and then we can talk about swing trading after that. But I wanted to do some type of a course to break things down in a number of videos, but courses end up being, expensive to create. So I wanted to find a way that I can make it, obviously cheaper, give you guys a lower value, basically pay a lower value for that course. Because I know it's going to take me a long time to create if I do it, because I'm going to really take my time and break things down the right way. Chill courses are scams, are they? I mean, I just want to be able to, a lot of people ask me about day trading. That's why it's not like I want to sell a course outside of here. I just want to be able to help out anybody that's interested in, learning how to day trade in some ways, or learning my techniques, but then also implementing it into your own strategy. There are a ton of courses on day trading. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. I just became a subscriber. I appreciate this channel. Thank you, Jason Stewart. I went to high school with a Jason Stewart. So yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good there. And I guess I won't really make that course. So I did see some people that were interested, but I'll gauge it another time just to make like, I guess let's call it how-to videos, because I don't want to make a course that's outside of YouTube, because one, they're expensive, and two, like people said, that seems kind of like scammy. A lot of people make courses and end up being experts. I don't want to be an absolute expert. I just want to hopefully teach whatever my method is, and whatever my method is at the time, and then also have them implement it into their own strategy, not something where they take my strategy and do it for themselves. They don't think the same way I do. I want to become Famous by follower. Come on. All right. How do you? Let's stop that. All right, perfect. How do I go back to where I was? Let me refresh the page. There we go. Oh. Bro, can I look at naked? I've been asking for 30 minutes. Sorry, self-influencer. Like I said, I'm trying to get to everything. It's not that many people, so it is good at the moment. I think someone sent a super chat, so I'm going to need to answer that as well. But let's look at what naked is doing. Naked's down to about $1, down to that 94-cent mark. It might be an interesting time to get in, but let me see what's happening. So obviously, you know, we had that large increase from 34 cents. I wanted to see if it got down to that low of 34 cents. I would love to see it get down to 74 or $76. It seems like when it does hit that point, it does have a bounce point above $1, and I would like to see that. So we might see another down day in order to bring that down maybe to 80 something cents today, and that'll be crazy to bring that 92 cents down to 80 something cents, which will have the opportunity to grow. I'm not sure that this will push up as much as people think it will. It just doesn't have the volume, the activity. Like, it's just not moving like people think it should. Naked brand, people are hoping for it to get back up to whatever, $3 or so, or even have these touch points of $1.95. But I'm not so sure that it will get up to that point. So you can invest in it if you want to. I would pick the lowest pot that you could possibly pick. I still think it may end up coming back to the 74 mark, or even right before it. And I would invest hoping for it to push up to $1, cross back over that 200 EMA. But it's not 100% certain that it will happen, So I would take any down day that we see here, and maybe you might see me invest in it as well. So yeah, you should do a course on what platform you use. Yeah, I do need to do. I'll do a regular video on that on Webull and break that down. I think I had a super chat that was gone, so I'll go ahead and address those super chats here. First one. Here you go. Buy a stock or something. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Death API. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. I will go buy a stock with it, depending what stock it is. If it was AMC when it was $5, that would be great. Hello over on TikTok. Thank you for joining. I just put this in the middle of the screen. I tend to kick this this camera, kind of mess it up too. I need to buy a new camera. I like that camera, don't get me wrong, it just overheats. Hey man, I made a tune to support the cause. I appreciate the time you guys put in. I would love for you to check it out. Hey, Linus, AMC. All right, I'll check it out after the fact. Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube, or did you upload it on something else? Appreciate the time, whether or not you do a course. Thank you. I I'm not 100% sure if I will do it. People are saying that I shouldn't, but then people are saying that I should. Either way, I think I'm going to do some sort of like how-to videos, whether it's a step-by-step breakdown of, you know, what I think of the mindset going into trading, what I look for, all these types of things, or, you know, something more simple, where I just break these down in a shorter video. But those tend to be more difficult to take in because it's a lot of information in like 8 minutes or 10 minutes. So thank you for the super chat though, I really appreciate it. So what is swing trading? Swing trading is basically just like if you think of trading and you say, I'm going to hold this position for about a month and then sell off when I make a profit, that's swing trading. You're holding it over, you know, over a day's time. It's not something that you're trading intraday. It's something that you hold over the after hours market, and then you're looking to sell for a profit tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next week or the next month. It could be something that you hold on to for 3 days, 2 weeks, you know, 1 month. If it gets to a year, then that's considered investing. It's long-term investing. So swing trading is just something in between day trading and investing. Right? So that would be the breakdown, the best breakdown that I can give. What's the software called? The software, very blurry stream. You should probably update your quality there. So go down to the right section of the screen. You'll be able to see settings, and you should be able to select 1080p. If you can't, then that means something's going on with your internet here. I've had that happen to me multiple times where I joined a video and it was, you know, very blurry, and that's only because it automatically set me to 460 or something, and that's obviously not good. So day trading, trading stocks same day, swing trading, holding stocks for multiple days or weeks. Yes, great way to simplify it. When is your plan to sell AMC? Around $20 is where I'm planning to sell them. I do think that they'll pull back. I just want them, you know, where they're fighting right now. Obviously, if they're fighting at $13, right? If they're fighting at $13, then I would say that if it gets up to 20, it'll end up fighting again. And if it does fight again, then it's going to pull back. After I get out, it's going to pull back and it's going to keep going. It's going to go up, then it's going to come back. This is going to be a long battle. It's not going to be anything where we expect something huge, and the people that are making the most money are the people that are doing this behind the scenes and probably selling at any of the highs and getting back in at any of the lows. Because if you notice this, every single time you have new highs and new lows, eventually you're going to have AMC take off, and they're probably going to miss the overall boat, but they made just as much money as they would if they did stay in and they increased, you know, an exponential amount. Like that's how it's going to look. So like for me, I could have stayed in, you know, and then ended up selling at $11, getting back in at $9, selling at $12, getting back in at $9, selling at $13, getting back in at, I think it was like 10 something, selling at 14, you know, 87, and then getting back in at lower points. That would have been my normal strategy here. But the fact that I have been holding to, one, support the cause, and two, you know, basically not miss out on that huge profit that you could get, the fear of missing out, basically. But typically, people would make so much money from this. Literally take everything that they gained in profit and put it in at lower points and go from 1,000 shares down to or up to 2,000 shares by having that, by selling at a high point and buying at a low point. Then they do the same thing, have the 2,000 shares that grow a crazy amount, and then they end up having 4,000 shares, and they take the 4,000 shares, invest it, and they end up having 10,000. So it's like they end up making a lot of money from this one position by going in and out with just 1,000 shares to start with. Everything else is house money. But I don't want, what I don't want to have happen is obviously people get stuck in situations to where they get out and it doesn't drive the price up, because the only thing that's driving the price down, there's two things. There's a couple of people that are selling off, right? There's a few people that are selling off, but then there's the hedge funds that are manipulating it. And no matter what, they're going to manipulate it. And I understand the overall concept is, hey, hold. We need to hold. We need to make sure that this stays strong. No matter what, they're going to manipulate this. And if they're going to manipulate it, then some people are just going to take advantage. And they're going to end up selling off with them in order to make some money. And then they're going to buy back in. No matter what, it was going to go low. So they were going to buy back in at those points where they wanted it to go. And then make some more money on top of that. So he's not ruining shit. That's his plan to sell. My plan to sell is $20. I mean, I'm sticking to my original plan, which is to hold the whole entire time. Like I said, typically with a normal position, this is something that I would do is, obviously buy low and sell high multiple times here. And I would keep my eye on it to see where it does go. Because even in times like this, to where it gets to $14 or $15, like that would be something to where I'm process described only works if you have a big enough account to avoid faith violations. Yes, true. But even when you get to this point where it's at $14, like you can make a significant amount of money. Like I'm up $9,000, and if I was able to take that $9,000 extra and put it in at 5 or 9, then that would be amazing. But obviously, I'm sticking with it where I am and not selling the positions. What do you think is going to happen on the 19th? Well, I think a lot of stimulus checks are actually going to clear on the 19th. People say that, oh, well, today's stimulus day, but think about it. They're going to get the money, and if they are going to put it in an investment account, they have to put it in there. What kind of watch is that? It looks so clean. This is just a smartwatch. But anyways, I get distracted by the chat. I'm trying to read all of the comments while I'm talking, and that's like impossible. Multitasking 101, right? Multitasking doesn't exist. Where was I at? I don't know where I was, to tell you the truth. Always asking price for AMC squad. Yeah, this is just an Explorist watch from Fossil. It's really nice. I like it a lot. I use it whenever I'm planning on working out for the day. My average cost is $7.76. I think I was talking about the 19th. So yes, it's quadruple witching day, but people are looking at this, and I'm looking at it and saying that it might not be to where the stimulus affects today. It might be to where the stimulus actually affects on Thursday or Friday. It might take a while for that money to get actually deposited into accounts. So seeing that, it may be a pretty decent Friday, to tell you the truth. People getting paid, people getting stimulus. It's going to be a huge deal, I think, on Thursday or Friday, where we see a lot of increasing here. Now, typically, we'll see a down day on about Tuesday and Friday. We'll see those days as some of the low days. But last week, I think Friday was really good. And this week, I think Friday is going to be good. So we're going to be taken away from that stereotype there. What software is this? This is Webull, the Webull 4.8 platform. I believe 5.0 came out, and people said they switched things around. Every time they come out with a new update, they say that they switch things around, but I don't see it. So, quadruple witching day isn't going to be great. End of month is when we will see it pump their money. You don't think the 19th will be great? I think that we'll have some brokerage have instant deposits, Robinhood up to $1,000. Yeah, and that's the thing, is $1,000 is not the full amount. There's a lot of people that get a lot of money because they have kids and all this stuff. So they may have like $4,000 dollars that are coming in the door, and they want to put it all on AMC or GME, especially at any low point that they see. And I don't know if that's the best thing that you should do. And by say I don't know, I mean I really don't advise people to do that, to spend all their stimulus money unless it's truly extra money. But yeah, I don't think they'll get access to all of that money at one time. They'll only be able to access $1,000 of it. So if they're looking to put more money on it, they got to wait for it to actually clear, which may take 2 days or so. Some it might take like, I don't know, 1 day. For Webull, it takes forever. I swear. I put some money in, and I swear it's like a half a year, and I'll get. No, it takes like a couple of days. It takes like 3 days or so. Sometimes a little bit longer than that. Let's see. We have 1,000 people in here, 400 likes. I would love to get to 500 likes. That would be amazing. A lot of people might deposit their money thinking that stimulus is coming anyway. That's true. So a lot of people might deposit it early saying that, oh, well, stimulus is coming, so I'm going to go ahead and deposit this money that I already have in my account. That's 100% true. That could happen. But most cases, people don't have any money in their account. 70% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. So I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And that's a statistic. You know, they say that 85% of statistics are made up on the spot. So Txmd. Lord have mercy, who is selling? Holy. What? Excuse me? Is anybody in here in this position? Anyone? What in the world is happening here? Please tell me. Please help me out. What? It's crazy. Do you understand within a pre-market, it's a reverse split? Okay. 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 That doesn't look like it. No, no, that's way more than a reverse split. A reverse 16-1. Oh, okay. It's a reverse split of 16-1. I don't see that in the news. That doesn't look like any type of split. That just looks like a 1,577% gain. That's what that looks like. I don't see anything on that. Why is CCIV getting destroyed? I don't know, but this is ridiculous. Don't chase it though. I don't care if they had a merger. I've never seen a merger react like this. What's the volume? It says it's only 212. So I think it's broken. That's last week of March. Do you think? Yeah, that's okay. That's interesting. Let's just look at that. We'll keep an eye on it. But that is wow. That looks like who can Who can really predict something like that, right? I can't even pull up the chart on Thinkorswim. Is it OTC? It's not OTC, is it? I didn't even look at that. I didn't look at what market it was. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's on the NASDAQ. Let's see what the actual movement was. It literally wasn't even like movement. It was just a gap. Boom. So, someone may be right about a reverse split. Webull shows news of 16 to 1. Like I said, I didn't see any news there. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait. No. For some reason, I thought I seen it. Am I just gazing over it? I don't. Okay, so basically they have the same amount of money invested in there. It was just a reverse split. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about not seeing that, but that was just a reverse split. Okay, we're fine. We have 1,124 people in here. If you could hit that like button, please do so. Right now we're sitting at $12.83. What's the Twitch link? If you look up my name, which is Matthew_G_Perry, you'll be able to find me. But that's where the Twitch link is. We have 6 people viewing on Twitch. Oh God, everything is down. Yes, basically everything is down here. We're gonna see. It looks like Rocket's making a little bit of a move. They're up from where they closed. That's perfect. I'm looking to do something with Rocket. I'm gonna sell all of these positions that I have with Ford, with AR, with ADT. I'm gonna sell all those. Just to be able to have more buying power into Rocket and bring that cost basis down. That'll be really good. So yeah. Heck, AABB. That sounds like a cheat code on Grand Theft Auto. Ready to boom. I don't really like penny stocks, but it does look like it is moving from just this little bit that I looked at. Let's see if we could see any type of a trend. So yeah, it actually does. It looks like it's hitting where the actual low is, where it did hit where the low is, and now it's looking to take off a little bit. Probably is going to retest in some other areas, maybe looking at 50 cents or even retest up here wherever we can get to. Retest up here maybe at like 60 cents or so. But yeah, this cat just jumped up here. What are you doing, Carl? Come on, no, not today. You don't get to pick any stocks today. I don't know why he did that. But yeah, it does look like it's ready to make a move here. I just think it's probably going to retest a couple of areas. So watch out for that. But I don't really like penny stocks. I'm not a penny stock person. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Find me in the club. Carl. Yep. Carl's here. Carl's checking out his stocks. He's worried, I guess, because MVIS is making a move down. Jesus. My voice just cracked. Going through puberty. If you could hit that like button, we have 1,000 people in here. That would be great. Also, if you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. It does cost $5, but there's a great group of people in there. Still bummed over the losses earlier this week. Got to play it smarter today. Yes, thank you, Jamal, for joining. We're looking at ZOM. Yeah, what is ZOM doing right now? I want to know if they're below $2 yet. I'm at recently viewed. That's Zoom. I need Zom. It is not below $2 yet, but it has been making a move yesterday and move downward yesterday. So a little tough. A little tough to take in, but I would have loved to, if I would have known about the news in the beginning of the day, you would have seen me sell off in the beginning of the day. There would have been no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I didn't even think about it until someone said it, that True Formula was released early. But yeah, that would have been great to get out up here with like $100 some odd dollar profit. And I think it was $140. But then obviously to get back in here, it got to a low today of $1.93. That's really good. If I see it get that low again, yeah, I'm definitely rebuying in. You might see it, test this area again. So 193, it looks like it tested it and might push off of that. So if we do see a positive day today, which it doesn't look like we're going to see any type of positive day, then it'll bounce off of that. Looks like MVIS is down to $15.83. Carl, you're killing your portfolio here, and not killing it in a good way, killing it in a bad way. New merger. Also today was the first day it was added to the NASDAQ. Oh, okay. Okay. But you think we are going to see it climb with that news, with it the first day being added to the NASDAQ, the merger. It did have that. Is it 16-1 split? Is that what I'm hearing? I didn't see the news, but I kind of believe what people are telling me. How much is this software? This software is free. So you can download this software. Link is in the description. Getting interrupted. My stream getting interrupted? Is it lagging for anybody? Oh, it looks like it's really lagging at the moment. There shouldn't be a problem with the internet. And we pay too much. Go Red Knights. Are you from Reading? I love you, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're lagging, cutting out. Hopefully it fixes itself. Yes, yes, yes. I got no lag. Yes, it's okay now. Yes, you're from Reading? Well, that's great to see somebody from Reading in here. That's awesome. You're back now. It dropped from 1080p to 360p. 360p is more like it. No, I'm just playing. Literally costs nothing to give him a like. Yes, it doesn't cost anything to give me a like. You're saying nothing but the truth here. Literally costs nothing to give him a like, and you gain straight up experience, knowledge that Matt's dropping on us for free. Yes, that's what it's all about. I'm here just to help you guys out in any way possible. Also to communicate with you guys, because I love to communicate with my community. Even though I'm an introvert, I was just talking to Erica about this yesterday, and she was like, "Yeah, I know. Every time I go over her mom's house, I'm very by myself, to myself. They ask me a question, I answer it in the shortest way possible." So thank you for the super chat, and you're right. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to hit that like button. We have 1,000 people in here. We should have 1,000 likes. I try and support every creator that I watch. Doesn't matter who it is. I'll just hit that like button. But typically it's around like 10% that you'll gain. I think it's like 10% likes to what your views are. So, did I go to college? Yes, I did go to college. I went for an associate's degree in business, then went back to a different college to dual major in business administration with a concentration in finance and an accounting degree. And then now recently I just finished my MBA, where I walk for my MBA in May. Just received my cap and gown for my master's degree, and it looks great. Yes, I did go to college. Reading, PA. Yes, Reading, PA. Like and subscribed. How did you learn to trade? So I would say I learned a lot from the book that's in my description. So I have a book in my store. It's called How to Day Trade for a Living. I learned a lot from that, a lot of the basics. But I can tell you, majority of the things that I've learned in my trading career has been from failure. So I've failed a lot, and I still fail today. It's just I try and limit the losses and maximize the gains. So I've had thousands of dollars of losses. I've had a number of losses in a week. I've had a week to where I didn't gain a single dime and lost a bunch. And that was in the beginning. Obviously now I try and limit the amount that I can lose. So even if I do lose every single day, it's not going to be as much as I can gain for like the next week with all of the days, all of the potential. So I try and limit the amount of losses I can have, and it seems to work. So I learned to trade mainly from from failure. So hopefully that does help. Failure is education. Exactly. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. You get a sub for the NBA hustle. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was a person that was really into understanding education because throughout high school, I would say throughout middle school, I didn't take it seriously. Throughout high school, I didn't take it seriously. I wanted to play football. And someone just asked, did I play football in college? I think I played with you. Really? Well, yes, I did play football in college. I also played football in high school. So yeah, it could be possible. I played against a lot of people, with a lot of people. But yes, I did play football. I mainly wanted to go to college for football, not for educational reasons. And then once I figured out that I loved business, I decided to, move into that area, knowing that football is kind of like a long shot, especially with the fact that I had ankle injuries, multiple ankle injuries. Yes, Thaddeus Stevens. That's what it's all about. That Thad life. Great to see you here, Lance. Great to see you here. Thank you for the super chat, DT. Opinion on TCNNF. I got in 20 months ago. Recent charts worry my noon brain and had to play. Okay, let me see. Plan to hold. So it's around $52. It looks like you said you plan to hold, and you said you got in about 20 months ago. So you're sitting pretty on the price target here. I mean, you're gaining a lot from it. You were planning on holding for the long term to have it grow to a certain point. Is this a cannabis stock? Yes, Cannabis Corp. So it looks like it's a pretty significant grower. Like it's not something that's reacting like other cannabis stocks here. This is did it say Canadian cannabis stock? It's an OTC market. I'm not gonna be able to trade that, but I will watch it. Where's my cannabis? Just for other platforms that I have. But it looks like it's a solid grower. There's no issues with this at all. You could see some effect that we would have in the recent markets to where we've seen down markets, but you see it recovering. getting to almost to a brand new high, testing this high at this point. So I think you're going to see some more positive movement. I can only predict positive movement here, and it seems like it would be a hold at these points. If you're holding from 20 months ago, I don't think there's any chance that it will come back to that point unless you see a complete collapse, which probably won't be the case. And if you're looking for an entry point, if people are looking for an entry point, you probably want to see that end up having another touch point before you can enter into it. But it's retesting what this high was over here. So it looks good to me. It doesn't look bad at all. Did I get into Ricey? No, I did not. I can't invest in Ricey on Webull. I could do it on Fidelity, I believe, but I can't do it on Webull. Thank you for the super chat, L4G Custom Fabrication. And you look at UEC. I'm in 200 shares at $2.10. Thanks, man. Yeah, look at it. So looking at the growth there's a lot of growth here. Anytime I see this, I'm always thinking there's going to be a fall in any case. You have 210 shares at, what did you say? No, you have 200 shares at $2.10. So right now you're on the verge of doubling your money. Yesterday was a really good day. You can see that it did come back and then flatten out. So it finished at a point of, $2.23, and then now it's sitting basically at that $2.23 mark. So with any large fall, you did see that large drop, but it did flatten out. That's a good thing. So I think we're going to see more positivity, more of the same. I don't know what news is actually reason why this is increasing. Miners buy their commodity in new and positive, let's say. Okay, that's 18 hours ago. There's no news today that's telling me anything. But I definitely can see that we have true positivity here. But for me, I would be looking for a short-term gain. Nothing that's crazy long-term. It doesn't look like, it looks like it holds the line at best. After this increase, it looks like it holds the line at best. Let's look at the 10,000 foot view. No, that's not 10,000 foot. That is 10,000. Let's look at the 100,000 foot view. Where was this? In November. So it did have consistent growth and then kind of held the line once it got up to this point. You did see a decrease to the 200 EMA, and then it started to jump up again. So that might be a trend to see those jumps, but this is obviously off trend, and I don't know the reason to that. So this would be more chasing the stock if you were looking to get into it. If you're holding at 210, you're good. I don't believe it's going to come back to 210 if I was going to say where it will come back to if you wanted to hold for a longer period of time. For me, I would take the profit because doubling your money is definitely the best bet there. If you were able to get in at $2.10 and if you had a crazy amount of shares, doubling your money would be absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for the super chat, Lance. I appreciate that a lot. That means a bunch. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you. That's tomorrow. I can't wait to see what my wife has planned. But I might not be streaming tomorrow. But thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I actually think Larry Bird is close to being the GOAT. NBA wasn't skilled. Yesterday, I just watched the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO Max. Absolutely amazing. I don't know. I didn't know a lot about that story, and it made it that much better. And even getting to this point to where you still don't know how his health is, it's amazing. Let's see what people are saying on Twitch before I address the super chat. Bill Schaefer. We have 8 people viewing on Twitch. Thank you for watching over here. What are your thoughts on? I'll get into some of these suggestions over here. Thank you, anybody that's watching on TikTok. I appreciate you guys a lot. If I don't know what you do over there, but if you can hit any type of like button, that would be amazing. Somebody did send likes. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into what I don't want to Bruce bash. I don't want a Bruce bashing. But what are your thoughts on why Bruce doesn't like AMC? And you do. Just checking to educate on the why. So Bruce doesn't like AMC because it's taking away from the hype of GME. Anytime GME, they're saying that it's taking away from the hype. Sorry, it's not actually doing it. But he's saying that just because he wants to bring as many people to invest in GME as possible. And anytime GME is going down, he bashes, AMC about it. Anytime GME is going up, he'll say something as in, GME is, and I haven't seen his channel, but I'm just, guessing here. I wanted to react to his video because from what I hear, he put out a AMC bashing video. But yeah, he'll basically say with GME that, oh, see, GME was the best, best one to invest into, and AMC is kind of an afterthought. It's something that's a distraction, and he'll keep pushing that with no actual due diligence on what they have to offer, even though they had the same setup, if not more of a setup than GME had. The only thing is that they're implementing any strategies that they had to pull back on GME with AMC. So all the manipulation, it's happening in both stocks. All of the shorting, it's happening in both stocks. All of the, any short interest that I did have, I understand that, short interest is very difficult to get an accurate number. Also, the amount of short shares available, all that stuff, you can't get an accurate number. But both of them are set up to boom. Both of them are set up to increase, exponentially. But Bruce wants to bash one over the other because he just supports GME. There are some people that support a certain position a lot more, and they will, try and bash everything else until that ends up, booming to the highest extent that it could. So he needs to do his due diligence on AMC, understand what potential they have, because people that talk about AMC, like myself, like Trades, we're not bashing GME at all. We say that GME does have potential, and I continuously talk about how GME does have potential. I got back into GME because I know it has potential, and I got in at a high point at 240, but it wasn't something to where I got in with a crazy amount of shares. I got in GME at this 240 mark because I know that it can push the 280 mark or $300 mark, and I'm fine with that. So I'm not bashing it, but he's bashing obviously our main side, which is AMC stock price. And that would be my opinion, but I want to see what he has to say. I want to do a reaction video on that because it seems interesting that he would even bash it. And from what I hear, he did no type of due diligence. Clearly GME has potential. I'm on crack. I don't think I'm on crack. It's down days today. It's been down day yesterday, and it's a down pre-market. And you actually see, let's see if we can see a reversal a little bit. We're not seeing a reversal. It's a down day today, which we might see another down day, which GME is starting to come back at 206, getting close to break even from where it closed. Yeah, that's fine. What's a better idea? Take $400 and throw it on AMC, even though I have 400 shares at $8, or get a couple of shares of GME. I have $0 right now. I would probably say that you don't want to raise your cost average with AMC, even though it does have the potential to increase. You don't want to raise your cost average. I would say that diversify it, and I think GME is probably a better bet if you could find a way to get in lower, because right now it's at 206, which means that you would need $12 extra in order to get 2 shares. But that's basically what I did. I went into GME at 240, and I believe that it's going to push way above that, and it did. It pushed to 260 at that time. But once you see the positive days roll, it's going to go back up to where it should be. So I think that GME is probably a better bet if you don't want to raise your cost average, because if you have 400 shares at $8, then adding that in there would only increase that by a significant amount. So I would say GME if it was me. And I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. I'm regretting buying GME again. It keeps burning me every time I get into GME. It drops. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. What's crazy is you probably seen it increase, and it got to a point to where you were like, all right, well, I'm seeing an increase, let's go. And then it ended up dropping. So that happens to me a lot, to where I'll get in, I'll see that initial increase of like $20 or however many dollars, and then ends up decreasing quite a bit. And I understand that, but what I said to myself was that I'm not going to get in with 100 shares this time. I'm going to get in with 2 shares and then try and average that down with more money. So I want to see if this does go lower. Today, if I can find a way to push into it, maybe at 150, that would be good, or at 100, that would be good. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it'll get down to that point. AMC for today, if we see a negative day, I'm thinking we're only going to push down. We're going to finish at $12.50. If we see a negative day and we open up at like that $13 mark, then yeah, we'll see it push down to like $12.50 or $12. But if we see a positive day, we'll see that up in the $14 range again. But it's looking like it's going to be a bloodbath today. So we might be seeing that really fall off. And if we get lower than that, that makes it a discount day, right? My daily dose of 4K Perry. Thank you for showing up on TikTok. I can't see anything over there. I really can't. 21K for you. And you got 2 people watching. Yeah, I don't understand that. TikTok is weird. You need to have a like viral video at the time to gain a ton of traction. I post videos all the time on TikTok that may get only like 2,000 views. And it seems like a lot for YouTube to get 2,000 views, but it's not for TikTok. You can get 2,000 views easily. And sometimes it won't even get, 1,000 views or so. It'll get like 300 views. And I have like 21,000 followers. So I don't think TikTok or YouTube or anything is based on followers or subscribers anymore. So people want these subscribers, but none of my subscribers really get notifications. So it tends to be a little difficult. That's the eyesight of a 70-year-old. That's funny. No, the text is small. If I showed you this text, you would basically say, yeah, I understand, because I'm sitting so far away from it, and I don't have bad vision, but it tends to make things don't say LeBron over Jordan. Come on. Talking trash on AMC. Wait. Is talking trash on AMC is the way? Me? I'm not talking trash on AMC. But yeah, the text is small over there. Will AMC drop to yesterday's low of $13.34 again? I think it will, yes. If we see that negative day today, if it's not a complete reversal, which could happen, don't get me wrong. People are thinking that, oh, this could be a crazy bloodbath. It does look like it, but you could see a complete reversal, or you could see a false increase, which I've seen in multiple cases where we had a bloodbath and we've seen this false increase to where a lot of people bought into it, but then the overall market just brought it down anyways. I didn't realize I wasn't subbed. Now I am. Thank you for subbing. That tends to be the case. This is why a lot of people will say hit that subscribe button, because then people will take notice and say, oh, you know what? I'm not subscribed, so I'll subscribe to you. Why doesn't that add volume? Lakers over Nets, I'll take. That's good. Bro, I hold AMC even though you said sell. When did I say sell? When did I say sell? If I said sell, why would I still be in AMC? All right, now if you're going to spam it, I just want to know the reason behind it, and I don't want to. I feel like you're going to get blocked here, not just by me, but I want to know the reason behind why you're saying that. I'm going to leave it up there. I purchased 800 worth of Txmd. If the stock goes up due to good news, how do I pull out my profits and play with house money? So typically what you're going to do, like say if you invested $800 and it goes up and you double your money, right? Basically you pull out the amount of shares that will take out this amount of profit. So you just do some math in Excel and you say, all right, well, I have, let's say the price is $1, which the price is not $1, it's a penny stock, right? But let's say the price is $1 and you buy 800 shares worth of HCMC. That means you have 800 shares, right? So you double that amount and now it's worth $2. So basically you have $1,600. What you will do is you'll take out probably 75% of those shares. So you'll take out the initial investment and some profit, and then you're playing with house money there. So you can take out 75 shares. Sorry, that's bad math. But 75% of those shares, for some reason I can't do 75% of 800. It's bothering me that I can't do it. Typically, Erica will go to me with percentages, and I, for some reason, can't figure this out. Maybe it's because I'm reading the chat as I'm going into it. But you basically take 75% of the shares out, and then you can go on about your day and use that house money as it goes up. But for me, if HCMC increases, it doubles in the amount, I would probably just take it out. Just because you made double your money back, now you can put it into something else. And if you see it go back down, then you could do whatever you want with that money. So HCMC. Nope. Come on. I mean, right now it's sitting at, it pretty much decreased a heck of a lot. And now it's back down to where it was sitting before this large increase of about 0.0016 or 0.0015. That's where it's sitting now. It's 0.0015. So yeah, I think if you find a way to double that, then that'll be amazing. The only thing is that it's going to be kind of tough to do that. It may get to a point to where it drops back down to where it was. This looks like it was something where people were pumping over about a month or so, and now it doesn't look like it's still alive. It looks like it's kind of dead. Well, now you have 3 viewers. Yeah, I'm moving on up. That's what it's all about. Thank you for joining. If you could, I don't know what this, if it's like called send likes. If you could hit that like button everywhere, on Twitch, on YouTube, on all of the things. There we go. You take a look at, should I buy the dip if I adjusted my price to $11.48? If you feel as though you're gonna be raising your cost average wherever the dip is, if it's above your current cost average. So it's gonna be a little tough for you to buy the dip unless it obviously goes below. So if it does take that dip below your cost average, thank you for sending likes over on TikTok. I appreciate that. Then if it does drop below your cost average, then you can get in, no problem. But if you feel as though it's going to go up quite a bit, then yeah, it doesn't hurt to raise your cost average there, to increase your cost average. My TikTok name is Matthew.Perry. It's also in the description. It's one of the TikToks. I have 2 TikToks. So 2 TikTok accounts. Who else just tapped their phone? Is that how you send likes? You just tap your phone? It looks like someone is just sending likes, a lot of likes. Are you taking away likes or continuing to send a bunch of likes? I don't know how that works, but thank you. Any thoughts on the Fed announcement today? I picked up some stuff on sale, more selling off or another push. I think we may see more selling off. Seeing how the market is actually going, we may see some more selling off. We do see GME that's picking up some traction here. So like I said, you could see a little bit of a reversal, and GME is actually making a little bit of a move to 214 or 213 or something like that. You also see Cost is making a little bit of a move. Rocket's making a little bit of a move. You're seeing a little bit of positivity in the end of the pre-market, and you might see that complete reversal, which is definitely something it wasn't an afterthought for me. It was something that I really thought could be possible here. So yeah, I think, in my opinion, based on what we're seeing now, yes, I think we could see that continue to drop down. But from what I'm seeing in these 3 at the moment, we could see quite a bit of an increase. So it just depends how the end of the pre-market goes. Look at this. Look at this push up. Look at that. That looks amazing. Obviously, it's being overbought at this moment, and you're going to see it come back to earth a little bit, unless it flattens out and the 15 moving average comes up to it, which is something that's rare. But I think that we're probably going to get a lot more things that are on sale today. How will it go down? Everyone just got their stimmy. My guess is jump overall. So the thing is that a bunch of people got their stimulus checks, but they're not going to be able to deposit anything probably for a while. So they can deposit it, but it's not going to get into their account. They may have instant deposit with certain platforms, but I don't think that's enough, to tell you the truth. So I'm thinking that tomorrow or Friday is going to be like the real stimulus day. Yes, people got their stimulus check, but the people that are going to use in the market have to deposit that money already. Don't you like your friend? Why is AMC up? Why AMC? Why don't you join your friend GME? What? I have both. I have AMC and GME. I bought into GME at 240, and I'm holding. I only have 2 shares, but I will buy in more as it starts to go lower. If it does go lower to like probably a discount of like 150, that would be amazing. But I'm not sure if that will be the case. It looks like it's starting to make a push, and so is some other positions. But like I said, I'm in GME. Somebody asked something else. Yeah, I got my stimulus average down, my GME, get more AMC on the dip. I love your real life talk. Like many people, I didn't have that money on hand. Yeah, I understand. Were you able to get your money right into the markets after you got your stimulus check? I mean, I would imagine it takes a little bit of time for it to deposit unless you have instant deposit there. Thank you for watching over on TikTok and on Twitch. We have 10 people over on Twitch. What would be a good stock to invest in if I have $157? $157, you want to find something that's lower, that is probably a mover. If you're looking to invest, that's where it ends up being tough because you need something that's a long-term play. I have a lot of things that are on my radar as a longer-term play, if that's what you're looking for. I think that if you can get Mavis today, MVIS, at a discount, that'll probably be really good for you long-term. Bearded Bear, sorry. Yeah, I would say that MVIS looks really good. I know that people want to go for the lower price. I think you just said Naked, because I know you want to probably invest in more shares. But I did look at Naked, and the way that I seen it, let's look at the 10,000, or not 10,000 foot view. Let's look here. So the way that I seen it for Naked was that it was kind of falling off, and I don't see it actually making a move back up to this $1.55 mark without any, barring any news really. I can see that it hit a touch point of $74 and has a lot of buying strength at $74, but you can see all the selling power that's in it right now at 92 cents, at 92 cents, and at another point of 92 cents. And it's probably going to drive this price down a little bit more. Right now it's at 89 cents here. So it's going to probably continue to push down and possibly touch that point again to where you can get into it and gain maybe 15 cents from it, which would be a good gain. It's just you probably have more potential long term with Mavis, with MVIS. Oh wait, those are two different people. But yeah, that would be my opinion there. Is MVIS, I mean, you can get into some other positions, but they're probably going to be more short term. So MVIS would be a longer term. Also, you can probably get ZOM at a discount. It did drop below $2, which is really good. You can probably get ZOM at a discount today if it keeps going down. I would like to see it, well below $2 just to be able to get back into it and, drive that price a little bit up. That'll be really good. But yesterday I made $80 from that. I would hope that I can possibly double that profit today. I was looking at ZOM. I got in at 240 yesterday, looking at getting back in. Or you got out at 240. Yeah, so you got out about the same time that I got out. Once I heard the Trueforma news that it was released early, I was like, I don't want to be in this anymore. My overall plan was to have that build-up process to the Trueforma date and then get out. Well, I had to come back to comment. The taps are just adding your total likes. Oh, that's amazing. It also promotes your live feed as does people commenting. So thank you for that. I didn't know that. Well, I could probably predict that with any algorithm. They're really set on like likes, watch time, all types of things like that. So being able to comment and likes and multiple times is really good. Can people do it multiple times? They can just keep tapping. I've only been on a couple of lives and I don't think I've done anything really. So I got another. Do you know how I could change the currency to Euro and Weeble? No, but if you go down to settings, you should be able to search for something. If you go down to settings, you should be able to search for something. I need to check out this. I need to check out hotkeys just to know. It's the latest version. Yeah, I need to check out hotkeys, but I think you should be able to search for something. If you type it in Google, you should be able to easily change that, but I haven't had to do that, so it's not something that I would know, offhand. But let's see. Actually, you know what? I have Google available. Why not? How do I change the currency in my portfolio? Here we go. Boom. Tap watch list, tap my portfolio, manage, edit the icon pencil, and tap currency. Boom. Hopefully that does help in any way. But yeah, since I have Google, it makes sense. If you want to pause it, you can definitely pause it and do something there. But yeah, that's how you change it. Let me know if that helped you out if you're still watching. Another reason why Matthew is a great guy. I try, Google is a strong tool. You literally search anything and it takes you to the right place unless they have some sort of ad that they want to pitch people. Thank you for the real advice. It's more of an opinion. I don't want to say it's advice. I don't want to get in trouble here and get investigated for insider trading. Any advice for a good call option for AMC, man? I am not the best options person. I'm starting to research options a lot more. I'm not one of those people that understands options as much. You want to see Carl? Carl. Come here, guy. Ugh. People want to see. Here is Carl. What's my opinion on Roblox? I've seen that Roblox did increase to $77 and now it's decreasing. But I can tell you, you step over the mic. I can tell you that I'm still not sold on that yet, on Roblox, just because. Why are you licking me? Just because I feel like they haven't set to where their low could possibly be, where their actual low is. But yeah, I think we need to experience some sell-off. Carl, how do you feel about Dogecoin? I'm sure you probably want to ask Emmy that because my dog is a Shiba Inu, so probably want to ask Emmy that. But Carl is a great cat. Can I look at that's Cannabis Gary. Your cat is so cute. Yeah, he's like a dog. He licks me. Can you see him on YouTube? You can't really see him that much. All right, well, he's gonna go. Thank you for joining, Carl. I appreciate it. Sorry that I woke you up. Positive on AMC again. Are we? See, yeah, this is what I was talking about by having a reversal. So sometimes you'll see it to where it's a complete down day. We have a lot of cat hair flying around. You can see it in HD over, geez. This is what I would talk about a reversal here. It's literally everywhere. He's a furry cat. Thank you for sending, I think that's a donation, Secure the Bag. Thank you for that. Your TikTok is several minutes ahead of your YouTube stream. Oh yeah, several seconds. It should be several seconds. I have a low latency over here so that I don't have a problem with the internet and all that stuff. But yeah, this is what I meant by a reversal, because what you would see, and you look at GameStop and now that's up 4%, Cost is up 4%, Rocket's up 0.3%, 0.5% at the moment, and AMC is now up 1%. So this is what I meant. You can typically see that reversal after it looks like it's a down day, especially when everything else is down. It's possible that AMC, GME, Cost, Rocket, all the areas that are heavily shorted can be up because of the fact that we're holding so many shares. So we're holding so many shares at this point, and I have hair that's on my head now. We're holding so many shares at this point. They do have the point to where they are trying to cover some of their position, cover some of their shorts. So no matter what, the stock has ended up increasing. So that's not cat hair, that's snow. Come on, man. It is cat hair. Any thoughts on ARGGY? Aston Martin. They were at 250 in 2019. They acquired one of the best drivers for F1, and I may get in soon. Let's see what it's all about. They were up. They were up at 250. Am I looking at the right thing? You said they were up. They were at 250 in 2019. Maybe I'm not getting any of the detail here because it's OTC market. Am I supposed to be looking at this? Is it? Yeah, that's the one, I guess. Give me a second. Let me search for some things because I don't know if I'm. Yeah, it seems like that's the one. I don't know. Seeing this gap up recently is really good, but it kind of leveled out. But it looks flat. You did have that huge increase, but it looks flat. I don't know what to think of this because you said it was up at 250 in 2019. I don't see any of that. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong place. We have 1,000 people in here. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. I'm only going to be streaming for another hour after this, so hopefully we have some positive movement. Let's look at what AMC is doing. AMC is now up 1.5%, so you can see that that's having more of a complete reversal and is going to start probably at $13.22. Maybe still see a decrease in the beginning because that's how that typically goes. How many shares y'all got of AMC? Let me know how many shares everybody has. Did anybody sell off yesterday? Because now we're at a lower point, so it would have been great to sell off. We have 6 people over on TikTok. That's amazing. That's the most that we've had so far. Counted 2 minutes and 29 seconds of delay on my end. 2 minutes and 29 seconds? Really? It should be a couple of seconds. That would be ridiculous if that was the delay. That means that people sending in anything that I'm saying, they would respond to like 2 minutes later, which has never happened. Double tap to like gift costs. Thank you, sending confetti. Thank you for sending likes. I appreciate that a lot. I'm kicking this stand. This is instant. Yeah, but what I don't understand is it's 2 minutes behind. That makes no sense. So the chat is moving extremely fast. Let's, can you check out, did you accidentally pause the video? No, I didn't accidentally pause the video. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Now we have 7 people over here. Your delay on my comments reading the TikTok is 1 second. Okay. Do you have another? Tell to check again. My TikTok and YouTube are aligned perfectly. All right, perfect. Then that's great. Yo, what's up? We got 8 people in here. Make sure you send some likes. Do whatever you can in order to, bring some more people in here. Right now we have 1,000 people on YouTube. We have 10 people on Twitch. We have 8 people over on TikTok. So thank you everybody for joining. But if you want to see some actual chart information, some price movement, some price action, you'll see it over on YouTube or Twitch. But obviously here you come for the 4K quality. It looks amazing. Let's see. So right now, all AMC spam. So right now, I could tell you that AMC is looking better than what it was in the beginning of the day, right? So the beginning of this live stream, we were down quite a bit, and now we're starting to see that reversal that I was talking about, up to $13.17, which is not a huge deal, but it is great to be able to finish above, where we closed. I was hoping for a gap up, and now we're seeing a little bit more of an increase. GME is now up 4%, cost is up 4%. So seeing GME up 4% up to $216 instead of being at that $208 is really good. I'm expecting probably a little bit of a decrease in the stock price, but then we're probably going to see something positive with AMC, GME, all of the positions that are heavily shorted. We're about to see some really good movement. ZOM doesn't really look that great. Yeah, Zom doesn't really look that great. I could tell you that it dropped down to $2. I'm glad I got out at 240, and now I can make the move if I want to go back into it. You know, we have 6 people viewing over on TikTok. By the way, guy here, thank you for looking at it. What's up? How you doing? Permits in more states filed. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining over there. Let's see, we have 10 people over on Twitch. What are your thoughts on alleged fake numbers of AMC shares? And they do a share count. My thoughts on fake shares, obviously with them doing naked shorting, that's definitely a huge issue. I can tell you that it's not illegal. They can do it. They're allowed to do this stuff. So yeah, I mean, it sucks that they're allowed to do that type of stuff, but they have to be good to be able to buy that back. So basically giving out these fake shares to people, and it makes no sense why we would give somebody that's actually paying real money an IOU in any case. So it's dumb, but we kind of have to deal with it a little bit. Geez, I'm getting a lot of movement here. All right, can I check out Txmd? Let's look at Txmd. It's $1.61 per share. You did see it jump up to $3. At this point, you can see it at more of a launching point. The problem is that we have more of a down market, so it kind of took away of the launching point. So it did hit a low of $1.23 to where you could see this upward movement, this upward moving channel. The fact that we did see that crossover was great, but like I said, literally at the point to where it was going to find a way to decrease, continue to increase, it ended up decreasing because of the down market. So seeing this, it sucks to see it, get taken off of, the tracks a little bit, but I think it's going to stay on that same trajectory. The only thing is that you're probably going to take away some of that volume. So I do see some increase there, but the time to get in would have been down here at this $1.35 mark, not up here at $1.60. You're going to get less of a return in that case. All about profits. It doesn't hurt to take a gain. Risking the total loss isn't good for anybody. Yeah, you want to make sure that you gain as much as you can. It's always great to be able to gain money rather than lose money. And some people will end up, holding until it gets to 350, and then they'll continue to hold after that, and they'll be stuck holding the bag. So you're absolutely right. What do you think would be a good time to sell my $10 AMC option for the 19th? I'm not good with options, but I would assume at the highest point. So I have to. Yeah, I'm horrible with options. So you're asking the wrong person about options. I am a day trader and swing trader. Mainly a day trader, but options are not something that I specialize in, and I'll be transparent with you guys. What is this? Talking about Kobe, LeBron, what is that? What's going on here? What do you suggest is the best percentage to get out, up, or down? The best percentage to get out, up, or down? I don't know what you're getting at here, because typically you don't. I mean, you can go by percentage, but if you're talking about AMC, we're not really going by overall percent. You're saying if you're up 100%, should you get out? Or you're saying if you're up 20%, should you get out? typically I'm looking for only, whatever the dollar amount is. It doesn't matter what the percentage is. If the stock moves, let's say if the stock is $100 and it moves $10 in a day, I'm looking to only gain, $1 out of that or $2 out of that, even though it had a gain of, 10%. Let's say it had a gain of 10% and moved at $10, right? I'm only looking for about 1 or 2% of that. But I'm not going by percentage, I'm going by the actual dollar amount, so I can apply that to the amount of shares that I have. So it makes it very easy to understand for a lot of people. Yeah, I'm only streaming until 10 o'clock, so if you're interested in subscribing, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be streaming to the open, I think. You might have a meeting actually. No, that's later today. Yeah, it's later today. Actually, this is not plugged in. Let me plug this in. 62%. Seems like a lot of people are talking about basketball. Don't know why. That's not doing anything for me. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure some stuff out. My computer died on me over here. Not the main computer that you're watching, but my work computer died on me. Do you think there will be any increase or decrease? Right now, let's see what AMC is still doing. AMC is going back to where it was. So it's tough to say with these areas. It looks like we're going to see a down market, but we may still see an increase with AMC, GME, cost, all of these, or we might end up seeing them as flat. Makes sense. Let's stop spamming with all of these, because if we keep seeing all of these, I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Let me. Thank you, Brad, for doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to time you out, Raw Status TV. I'm gonna have to time you out. You keep talking about things that are just irrelevant. This chat is moving extremely fast for real. That's annoying. I know. It's literally things that are completely irrelevant. Hi, Matt. Just subscribed recently. I love your insight to AMC. Great learning material. Also, keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. We have 2 people viewing on TikTok. Oh, I just read that. Yeah, we have a lot of spammers here. It looks like it. I'm so hungry. People posting DD on that DCC rule possibly going into full effect Friday the 19th. I thought that was already supposed to go into full effect, but that'll be interesting. You're just sitting here. He's just sitting there and live streaming the chart. Me? No, I'm trying to read all of the people's comments, but the problem is that we're seeing a lot of spamming here, and the chat is moving a lot faster than it normally does. What's the volume on AMC? So the volume today on AMC is 973K at the moment. It's not where it typically was for the last couple of days. Monday was at high volume. It was at like that 3 million, 4 million mark in the pre-market, and then ended up finishing at 275 million shares. And then yesterday was different. I think it was lower. It was lower than what the average was. I think at like 125 million So we're sitting at a point of being lower than that as well. Not much movement. We do see some positivity. It's good to be able to see them back up to $13 rather than being at $12.34. So we might see a pretty flat day. It might be an uneventful day, which I guess is good because it is going to be a down day. If we see an uneventful day and we finish at break even, that will be amazing. Do you make any money doing this type of trading? Yes. It's very easy to say that people can't make money doing this type of trading, day trading and swing trading. This trading specifically, it's not something that you typically do. This is more or less gambling because we don't know what the stock is going to do. We can predict what it's going to do, but we don't know what it's going to do. The overall thought is to hold. So when people are saying, hey, hold on for dear life, this is not the typical way to invest, right? Or it's the typical way to trade. Investing, yes, you hold on for as long as possible. But for trading, it's a different story. Typically with my trading strategy, with all the things that have happened here, everything that you have these increases where it goes from $7 all the way up to $11, I would have sold at this point, ended up bringing that price would have brought down. Then I would have rode it up to $10 again, probably sold at the high, wait for it to get low again, then sold at $12, then end up going, not riding it down, but just being out of the position. And as it gets to $9, I would ride it up again. So it would be typical to where I would go up and down, but typically, or right now, I'm not doing that because the overall thought of holding AMC and GME is to hold on, drive this price up because it has a lot of potential to squeeze, but we need the volume to squeeze. No one knows when DTC rule will become active speculation and no definitive date at the moment, according to what I've seen. Yeah, I've seen that too. That's why I've been like, I don't really get why all of these things that they say the government's putting in place, or quadruple witching, or options dates. They're putting in all these things that could be a reason to why we could see these large squeezes. And I understand the thought of it is to bring this out and bring these dates out. But let's talk about realistic numbers here. Let's talk about what could happen and what will happen. And then if all these things happen, they surprise us and we're good. We're ready for those amazing things to happen, but we're also accepting of what's going to be the worst case scenario there, And I'm not trying to be that person that says, oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be good. I think we're going to get to easily $20, but are we going to push 30, 40, 50? Who really knows? It's very unpredictable. DTCC is a mixed bag of cats right now. That's funny. On Monday, due to new movies being released, should we buy a share today, since I'm predicting it might be dropped today? However, it might rise back up. Yeah, I'm thinking that, like what I was saying in the beginning, is that we could see a false negative here. So something where it drops down significantly, right? Or drops down to maybe $12 or so, and then jumps up, right? But what we could also see is what we've seen in the pre-market, where we've seen that negativity dropping down to $12.34, and now we're seeing all the positivity, which may end up, taking the same form in the market open. So it's truly unpredictable. And if I do see a dip, you'll probably see me buy more because one, it raised my cost average over here by Webull giving me AMC shares. So it gave me 12 or 11 shares of AMC, which raised my cost average to $9.45, which I might end up getting more AMC tomorrow, and it'll raise my cost average again. So I want to bring that cost average down, but obviously that was free money that I received. So yeah, that's definitely a different situation. But AMC over in Fidelity is still sitting the same. And he just hit Yeah, it's going to probably take some time to get it deposited into accounts. Just subscribed. I enjoy all your videos. Thank you for the work you put in. Thank you for watching. You know, without you guys watching, there would really be no me. You know, I love creating this content and I want to create as much as possible. Obviously, I don't get as many viewers as, you know, some of the other people that are doing some AMC or GME updates, and I understand that. But I love everybody that comes through. As long as I have a decent amount of viewers, I'll continue to make these live streams. And obviously, when this is all over, which I don't think AMC and GME are going to ever settle, I think it's going to be something to where it probably continues on for multiple weeks and multiple months. It's not going to be something that just stops. With the difference between this and Volkswagen is a huge difference. It basically, as we start to, let me stop that. As we look at like Volkswagen, we can see that that was more fueled by institutional like ownership rather than retail traders. And seeing that as a difference, retail traders get in and out of markets very quickly, while institutional owners can get out all in one piece, or you know, stay into it. And then obviously the hedge funds or whoever's shorting it can get squeezed out very quick, because it's one institution holding it. So, or multiple institutions holding it, but it's not as many as millions of people, right? So it's a different situation to where this can last for a long time. And people think that, oh, well, you know what, comparing it to the Volkswagen squeeze, the squeeze is going to be over and then we're just going to sit at a higher point than where we started, but it's not going to be as high as it was. So then people are going to lose out on the money. But no, as you can see, there's multiple cases to where it does go back up to 300 easily, because it's going to be a fight for probably a year, I would say. Maybe it could be more than that. I also bought the book, going to listen to it later. That's awesome. You're talking about the How to Day Trade for a Living book. That's a really good book. It breaks down things easily. I have a couple of contracts with AMC. I'm up 80%, but they expire Friday. Should I wait to see if they go up, or sell now and collect my gains? They're going to go up. In my opinion, I believe, and this is my opinion, not my financial advice, if you feel like you are ever pressured that it's not going to go up, because right now AMC's up 2%. If it's not going to go up, then you get out of your trade. But in my opinion, I feel like Friday, we're definitely going to see some sort of an increase, because that's when we will see the full effect of stimulus checks. Right now, we may have the Fed speaking, right, on anything and bringing the stock prices down, the overall market down, but we're still seeing the main things that we're focusing on up today. Right now in the pre-market being up 2%, up to $13.29, kind of indicates that we're going to see the same in the open. And we might see a little bit of a drop to get back to the low of the pre-market, but then see that increase. I believe that we might see something pretty good today. Looking at all the rest of the positions that are there, we have 814 viewers. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. Would love to get it over 1,000 likes. Basically, we have about 10,000 views on the video, so I would love to get to about 10% of what those views are. Bro, you provide great info. Keep up the good work. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate everybody that comes through, and the only reason I'm providing this info is because of people like you that are watching. So thank you. Best morning show on YouTube, in my opinion. Those are some words right there. I like that. You put that as a slogan. Best morning show on YouTube. I switched from Trace Trades to Matthew. Your voice is so much calmer, and you show us you're not a dead cat. You're not a dead cat yesterday. Yes. Yes, exactly. And I showed Carl today. He's over there sleeping again. But thank you for saying that. I think you can spread the love around. We do have 1,000 likes. Thank you everybody for hitting that like button. ZOM is a buy. True. I think ZOM is, I don't know where it's standing right now. I hope it's below $2, but it could definitely be a buy below $2. I want to see it get a little bit lower. Where is ZOM at? I have trouble with some of these because some of these I don't even look at anymore. I need to clean some of these things out. There it is. So it's down below $2. That's definitely a great bet. I do want to see what it does in the actual open, if people are going to sell off more or if people are going to just buy in, because you see a lot of selling power here at $2.06, 299,000 orders at $2.06. So that's huge. You have 40,000 orders at $2.16. People that want to just get out and take their gains or break even. But I think that we could see something really good here. So I'm going to keep this up here. It sucks that SNDL took a hit yesterday because they were doing so well, I think, in the pre-market, and they were starting to really push up, get above that trend line that I drew, and now it's starting to decrease because of a down market again. So every time I talk about SNDL making a move above this trend line and actually continuing on that route, it never does because of the down market. It sucks. It really does, because I do like SNDL, but I would love to just see these stock prices drop down so I can get in at lower prices, get these discounts, right? Up to date. I don't know what you're typing here, but I'm going to time you out if you do it one more time. I'm gonna engrave diamond hands on my, okay. If I can touch on the overall market performance, how it will affect AMC today. So I think AMC, GME, all of those heavily shorted positions run separately than what the market can do. Yes, you will see it affected in a negative way, but it'll take away from the increase. So for AMC, you can see that we are seeing an increase. For GME, we're seeing an increase. For cost, we're seeing an increase. These are heavily shorted positions, right? So with those heavily shorted positions, anytime there is a down day, a lot of these hedge funds will take it upon themselves to, cover some of their shorts without increasing the price. Yes, it may increase the price a little bit, but it's not going to increase the price as much as what it would if we were continuing to buy into it. With a down market, it makes it easier for them to cover some of their positions here. So that's the way that I see it. Now, it's obviously not proven. Like, I can't sit here and prove that all of these people are covering some of their short positions. But you can definitely see that everything else is really down, but then you see something like AMC and GME and costs and let's see if there's any other shorted position that I have here. I don't know. I think SOS is no, it's not. I would have to check it. But yeah, I think it does affect it and take away from the gain it could potentially have. And then if they cover enough, if they short enough, then they're going to continue to bring that price down as well. And it's only going to be something where it's a break-even point or something that's like 1, 2, 3%. Yesterday was something where it did drop, I think 7%, right? Yeah, 7%. And then GME dropped 5%. So you've seen quite a bit of a decrease with both of those. But now you're starting to see the other side of it right now. So even though it's a down market, you might still see positivity in those areas because of all of the activity in those stocks. People are going to see that GME and AMC are going up, and they're going to buy into it because yes, it's an overall down market. But what's happening with AMC and GME? They're making moves. So I've seen a few people predict $900 for AMC. What do you think about that? I don't like to predict. See, someone says AMC to 1,000 is not a meme. I think it has the possibility to get to that point. You just need the volume. So in order for you to see a huge squeeze up to $900, you need the volume. We had volume one of these days, but that was literally just a fraction of the volume that we need. So for AMC, we had 275 million shares worth of volume in that one day. to where we've seen a 25% increase. Now, in order to see a 100% increase, we're probably going to need 300, 400 million shares worth of volume. On the positive side, we can see 400,000 shares, 400 million shares worth of volume. But it could be on the negative side as it's starting to make a downturn. So I think it's entirely possible. I just like to think realistically. You know, I like to look at it and say AMC will probably hit $20, $30. You know, that's my realistic goal. Yes, if it goes higher, it goes higher. But I think it's going to be more of a fight than people think. They're going to continue to fight this for months and months. They're using other people's money in order to do it. So they're going to continue to fight this for months and months, and possibly up to a year, maybe even more than that. And it's going to be something to where people are going to say, hey, you know, it could increase to $900 in one shot. Yes, it could, but are they going to let that happen? You know? So that's where it ends up being a little bit tough. We have 6 people viewing on TikTok. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you send some likes. From what I hear, you double tap the screen or keep tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tappity. We have 13 people over on Twitch. Previously posted, what are your thoughts on LIXT? They have developed a novel, unique drug, which no competitors, and has been tested for 3 clinical studies. Others are planning, and the drug encourages cancer cells to continue to replicate, leading in the more efficient death and to replicate, leading in a more efficient death and elimination of those cells. Oh, okay. I thought you meant death of the person. Like they're trying to kill off that person. I was a little weirded out. Let's quickly check it out. If it is so looking at this position, it's been flat for a while. It does have a couple of spikes, but then always comes back to earth. And by earth, I mean literally hovering around that $3 mark. So right now it's on a downturn, especially with the market being down. You do see it's still down 1%. I would say that this is going to continue flat. I'm not 100% sold on what's happening here. It's good to see that gap up, but that was in November, and seeing no type of real movement since then. Yes, you did see a pump and dump here, but that's pretty much the extent of that. So news can definitely bring on a different situation, but it looks like it's completely flat, barring the spikes that it have, the certain increases that it has over a number of days. So I think it could be a good opportunity. I just don't see the potential here. Looking at the technical analysis, if you're looking at news, sometimes news doesn't affect things in the way that you think it's going to affect it. I see news all the time that literally will decrease the stock, even though it's the most positive thing possible. But if you feel it's a good position, definitely make that move. I wouldn't say that it's not going to be something that jumps, but yeah, I'm not sold on it just because I don't see the potential. I only see pump and dumps. Every time I look at it, it's a pump and it's a dump. But you do see strength within this barrier of a lot of people that are looking to buy at $3. I just really don't see it. Sorry. In my opinion, and what I look at is you may be looking at a long-term gain as well, and I'm not looking at a long-term gain for it. I got kids up there making noise, so hopefully they stay here until I'm done streaming so I can go and say bye to them. You only get hurt if you get off the roller coaster. I guess that's a great analogy. GME getting attacked at the moment. Looks like GME is up. Oh, we're open. I didn't even know we were open. Okay, I'm over here doing a bunch of things, and now we're up to 220 for GME. Let's go to the 1 minute chart here to see what they're doing. So GME is up to 220. AMC is up to 225. We did see a little bit of a decrease down to $13. and now you're seeing more of an increase. Everything else looks like it's down. You see Tesla that's down. I want to see that get to a pretty tasty price here. That will be amazing. We are open. Yes. Please do a video on bringing the cost average down. I did do a video on that. I did do a video. It's how to bring the cost average down by spending no money. I recently posted it, like I think last week. So definitely go and check that out. We have 779 people in here. If you could hit that like button, please do so. If you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. You can see AMC making a pretty decent move upward. While everything else is decreasing, AMC is making a move. GME is making a move. Look at this, 8% up. We see AMC at 4% up to $13.50, right back up to where it should be. Let's get back up to $14. That would be amazing. It's getting close to being overbought, but not actually being overbought at the moment. Getting close to it though. Readjusted itself. Starting to make a little bit of a move down to $13.40 or so. GME is up to $223. So I think we could see some positive movement here. We do see cost that's up. That's making quite a bit of movement. It's definitely moving at a massive scale here. AMC starting to pull back a little bit. Let's see if I can get rid of some of these shares. Let me do a dual screen here because I want to get rid of some of the free stocks that I got. Let's see, what did I get? 4 of this? So a lot of these free stocks I didn't really want. We do have AMC at $13.40. GME is at $220 here. I just got a notification telling me my order's filled. How do you start doing stocks? You got to open up a brokerage account, and then you can start investing in stocks. You just have to deposit some money. If you look at my bio, I have a link to Webull in the description where you can get 2 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100. So let's look at, let's look here, see what's happening. Let's go ahead and take this out. 15, sell, market. Let's see what AMC is doing. It's still above 1330. It looks like it's really fighting at that area. It did pull away from the 15 moving average, so knowing that it is going to come back, that makes sense. GME is up to 222, 223, hovering around that mark. You got children upstairs. I don't know if you guys hear them. Tesla's looking pretty good. I would like to see that get below 600. That will be amazing because I'll buy into that. I'd love to buy into that. It looks like Zomedica is above $2. Let's see if we can continue to push down. It looks like that's making a little bit of a move up, which is a good deal, a really good deal. Let's hope by the middle of the day we can see everything positive, because then we don't have anything to worry about, right? It looks like RKT, it looks like Rocket is making a move down to $24.37. ADT. These children are adorable. Sell ADT. And I'm also going to sell this, whatever this is, AR. Got a lot of those shares. All right. Actually, that was on the way up, so I was making some money on that. I probably should have held that. I wasn't even thinking about it. But that was moving up. That was making a pretty decent move. Just was about to cross over, actually. But the scale was pretty small, so it doesn't really make sense. I guess I made a good move. um, let's see. Let's go to the account here. So I have $895 in order to do something with. So let's see if we can find something throughout the day for Rocket, because right now Rocket, you can see I'm at a loss of $1,579, a cost basis of $31. It went down to the last price of $24.26. So if I can see some movement, I can really lower that cost basis without actually spending any money. I'll eventually probably spend the money on the fourth buy-in because I only have 3 day trades. So we'll see how that rolls. But let's go ahead and look at AMC here. AMC is still hovering around that 1330 mark. GME is still hovering around 220. Like I said, as long as, like, if we see everything that's down and we can see that this stays flat, that's pretty good in my opinion. Kids are crying whenever GME goes red. That is short ADT, abandoned ship. Because I hold majority share of ADT. Carl is very qualified. Yeah, he made some good moves. Even though we did see that decrease, he did dig himself out of a little bit of a hole here, opening at $15.61. Getting up to $16 is pretty good. Jimmy Neutron Carl, right? No, it's just my cat Carl. Anybody else tune out when Carl left? Do you like Carl that much? I love seeing an order filled. Got in solo at $5.37. What is solo doing? Looks like AMC is still hovering around that $13 mark. Hopefully we could stay above where the close was. We could see a pullback. Remember, you got in where? $5.37. Are you seeing something big here? Let's see. Could possibly open my eyes to something else. We are seeing a little bit of a launching point here. So the low point was $4.34. I don't know if we could possibly see it go a little bit lower before it makes a little bit of an increase. Let's see what the overall 10,000 foot view looks like. Let's look at 100,000. 100,000 foot view is we do see it kind of, that increase from $5 all the way up to $9 or so at a high. We did have that large increase here, but I'm taking that out. I'm not even accounting for that. And you could see that increase to where it did fall off a little bit, and the low was about $4. So I don't know where the low will actually get to. You are making money right now, investing at. Yes, I hear he did speak highly of me in his live. Trey, we'll link up sometime. Not a scammer. Just enjoy the info. Well, just stop scamming or spammer. I guess that's the word you were looking for, because the O is near the P, so I'm going to go with that. But not a spammer. Yes, I would agree. I don't think you are a spammer, but you were talking about a lot of things that were kind of irrelevant to the situation. So Trey gave me a shout out and defended me. What did he defend me on? So let's see. Yeah, you think it's long? You're thinking long? For me, and in these cases, I never really think long. I would love to gain, like, if it was me, I'm looking to get at that low, and wherever that low is, and I don't know if it is at $5, it might be a little lower than that. I want to see what today does, and you might see me end up getting into this position with a high amount of shares, looking to gain $2, $3 over a number of days, and gain $2,000 from it. So why do you only trade three trades under 30K? So typically I have over 25K in there. So for me, I don't like to trade with a crazy amount of money. Typically I'll put any of my other money into either long-term investments or put it into like high interest savings accounts. I don't like to keep everything in there because then it risks everything. If I end up getting undisciplined, or I end up being not as disciplined as I normally am, then I'll basically take 30,000. I'll say, oh, what's another 1,000? What's another 1,000? What's another 1,000 after that? So then it ends up being like, what's another 10,000 on top of that? And then you could potentially lose that if you're not disciplined. So it's better to only invest with a certain amount of money and have your other investments in another portfolio, something that's longer term. But when you do a lot of this stuff, like children are going crazy. She's probably getting fed. But yeah, when I do get to the point to where I have like extra money in here, maybe 31K, I'll put some of that money and move it over to the longer term investments. I have the Rover Sport. Okay. Hold off on purchases until Powell speaks. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see how Rocket moves right now. So right now we could see. Let's look at what Rocket's doing. One day. Let's see if we can get some. So that could have been a potential increase, but I want to see where the 15 moving average is, where that initial high would be. I should have actually gotten in here to ride it up maybe 30, 40 cents. And then sell off and lower that cost average. I could have done that, especially at $24. But we're going to see that probably take a little bit of a hit down, and I want to see where that low is going to be so I can get back in at a higher point, at a lower point in order to lower that cost average even more. Your wife has not interrupted you once. You're a lucky man. I mean, she does that sometimes. She knows that I'm streaming, but she's usually busy with the kids in the morning to get them ready for daycare. Matt's channel is more geared towards people earning profit, and he pushes that narrative. It's fine for you to go to other directions on occasion, just not all the time. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm always pushing for profit. Obviously, in the situation of AMC and GME, I want you to have profit, but I also want you to be able to gain as much as you possibly can here. So, would like to see you to hold, but I also want to see you, if you are that person that invested at a higher point, let's see you end up lowering that cost average so that you can bring that price up so you can make at least a little bit of profit. If you invested at these high points of 350 and bought in a small amount of shares, how can you bring that cost average all the way from 350 down to 200? Well, you just have to take some time and pump some money in there, take the money out, pump money in there, take money out, and that's how you can bring that cost average down really without spending all of your portfolio. Wish you got in on the $5 range. Everybody wishes they got in at $5. Then they wouldn't have anything to really worry about besides securing a crazy amount of profits. So you say AMC up to 15. Do you think Do you think it will go near 20 again? Yes, I thought it was pushing towards 20 without the down market that we've seen yesterday. I would have said that it would push to 20, but we did see a decrease in that amount in the pre-market and the after hours market. He said Trey's channel has just become super chats asking about other stocks other than AMC. I understand it. People want to get to the next thing because AMC may be higher price for them. I understand where they're coming from. It looks like AMC is making a little bit of a move. It's up to $13.64. GME is actually up to, it got up to $230, $31. So it's making a little bit of a move upward while everything else is really pushing down. So that's obviously amazing to see. Cost is up 10%. That is huge. I had so many times where I was interested in getting in cost and I never do it. Don't know why. And it's like, I don't know. And I'm not saying it's undervalued, but it's not looked at. It doesn't get enough attention. Anybody agree with me there? Every time I see it, it's always like from $25 up to $30. And then the one day it gained 100% and got no attention from anybody. Literally nobody. I was like, what is going on here? It looks like AMC is making a little bit of a move. It is pulling away from the 15 moving average, so expect that little bit of a pullback, whether this comes up a little bit or whatever, but you are going to see a little bit of a pullback in order to get back to the 15 moving average. You can see that every time. That's really the bar. That's why I like to trade off of the 15 moving average, because it just does great things. If you get down here, you can invest and then lower your cost average, bring that up. Like, that's just how it goes. GME is now at 230. And that looks really good as well. So we're seeing some good movement here. Damn it, I should have bought into Roblox. It looks like Roblox is making a little bit of a move. People are buying it up to $78, $78.50, $78.70. Just know it is pulling very far away from the 15 moving average, so you might end up seeing that start to pull back sooner or later. Always gauge that and understand where it could go based on the trend. So up here, if you were just looking at a trend saying that it would pull back, sometimes it pulls back hard, but if you're seeing over a number of minutes, it's going to start to creep up this way and probably will end up pulling back at like 77 rather than pulling back at 77 something, 77.60, or yeah, 77.60 or 77.70 rather than 77.15. So you're starting to see that little bit of a pullback with AMC. It's understandable as it starts to move up. Rocket is something that I'm going to focus on. If it does start to decrease a little bit, I will get into it and look for a gain. Right now it looks like it's flattening out instead of decreasing. It's not really a bow. Maybe it is. You see that large candlestick retesting the 15 moving average. So see if we can break below that. And if I do see a break below it, I'll get into it, look for a push up, and then we'll be good. So I think it's only, yes, Harper. You hurt your finger? Did mommy kiss it? Does it feel better? Well, that's good. See, then you have the kids that interrupt you a little bit. So we've got 10 minutes left into the stream. AMC going to 16 today. It's making a little bit of a move. I can definitely say that it brings 15 easily back into the mix. So seeing this positive movement is something that people didn't think was going to happen, especially with all of the negativity. But as we got to Harper's finger is pushing AMC up. Oh no, not the fingies. Yeah, that's funny. I had to see you make it for a few minutes before the stream is over. Yeah, I'm glad to see everybody jump in. Whenever you could jump in, you know, jump in, hit the like button. I think it's good stuff here, what's happening today. up 5% basically, or 4% I guess, for AMC. You are going to see a little bit of that pullback. If it does end up getting to the point where it flattens out, that's always good. I'm going to keep an eye on RKT to see how far that pulls below the 15 moving average. And if it does pull below quite a bit, then I'll get back in at a certain point to where I can drive that up and lower that cost average. And I'll make sure to fill you guys in on how much I lower that cost average by. So I want to see some more negative movement here. No offense to anybody that is holding it. I want to see some more negative movement. There we go. A little bit of negative movement. Bring that down to, I would love to get it back down to retest $24.15. That would be amazing. I don't really see too much volume going into there. AMC is sitting at $13.50. Starting to pull back a little bit. Probably going to hit that 200 or the 15 moving average. And it did. The fact that it's pushing below it is a little interesting, but you can push below it and still end up rising, going on the uprise. Hopefully it just doesn't break below this point. You don't want it to break below previous lows that it had. So the previous low point that it did have, whether it was here or here, there's multiple touch points here. So I don't know why I'm drawing this. Let me trash that. And then draw a horizontal line where this mark is, these touch points. Right, so $13.07. You don't want that to break below it. You have a lot of buys that are placed out strategically. Very well. You see this dropping down a little bit lower. Would love to see that get down to $24.15, but it looks like it's moving a little bit slow. Same thing with Tesla. I want to see that move downward. It dropped down to $651, all the way up to $668, to where now it's making a move back down to the 15 moving average. Now we're seeing that it didn't hit that retest point, but it did end up, I want to see that finish of that candlestick, because it might, even though you're seeing the buying power, it might end up reversing when it comes to that candlestick. GME is at 226. See this horizontal line, see this testing point here. Yeah, there's multiple touch points there to where it does resist, and you might see that jump up past the 200 or the 15 moving average, continue on that upward trajectory, because it is great movement here. The GME is sitting at 226, basically making the same movement, and I just want to see RKT drop down a little bit. It looks like it's starting to make kind of a move upward. I don't know how high it will go, but right now it's sitting at $24. Some people said they bought in at $25. You don't really see too much, buying power or selling power that's going through. It's kind of very small movement here. Roblox has slowed down as well, starting to pull back to the 2 or the 15 moving average here. You are seeing it possibly could get back to the point that I said it would get to. 77.60 or 77.70. And that's definitely a possibility. It could also level out and the 15 moving average can join it where it is, but it's more likely than not that it is going to come back. Smart man. I'm thinking it's going to go to pansy side soon. What? Those stimulus checks plus AMC. The funny thing is, I don't think stimulus checks are actually taking, we're seeing a little bit of a push up again on Roblox. I don't think stimulus checks are actually making a move right now. Here to save the day. GME and AMC are mirroring one another quite a lot lately. Do you think AMC can fall on Friday? I think it's actually going to, I think it's actually going to increase. We're going to see an increase. We might actually see a reversal of this increase today. And I hate to say it because we're up 3%, but we might actually see a reversal of this increase. Hopefully we can see some positivity throughout the whole day. If we see a slow increase throughout the whole day, get us back up to 14, that'll be amazing. But I don't know if that's 100% possible. We might see a reversal of that. It is steadily increasing, but it's increasing slowly. Like from the open of $13.21 to $13.66 is not a huge move. but you could see that quick reversal, and I hope we don't see it. GME has got to a high point of $231, so it's looking pretty good. I bought in at 241, so I'm looking for that to increase a lot more in order to take out some sort of profit there. But I don't think it's people selling AMC that's doing this. I think it's more or less you still have people that are shorting it. You still have hedge funds that are shorting it, and people, you know, that are shorting it. And they got the stimmy wop. What? What? I appreciate the responses. Got to believe to achieve, though. Yeah, you're right. I 100% believe in it. Believe in the growth of the position. But I just want to make sure everybody is, you know, realistic at you know, the best they could be. You know, I want to see certain things drop down. Do I think that it's going to drop down? Do I see a double touch point here? I can see it. I could have seen it here, but now I'm not really seeing it. I'm seeing it flatten out and where it could actually increase and end up having that crossover by midday. For GME, Cost, AMC, they all look like they're having very good separation from the 200 EMA here, which makes for some good news. All right, you bullish on Boeing? I used to love Boeing. I would trade Boeing, day trade Boeing, over and over again. So Boeing from 253 up to 260, I would usually trade Boeing over and over again and gain a significant amount of money from it. So I'm kind of bullish on anything that's really an airline position, to tell you the truth, because obviously with all the traveling, with all the airlines that are going to need more aircraft, it just makes sense. But I haven't really done my research on them recently, and typically I don't do any real research on them. I'm just looking for any type of pull from the 15 moving average. In this case, it would have been something that went against me if I was looking to short it, but I'm not ever looking to short it. I'm always looking to, you know, ride that wave up. But right now, I'm about to end the stream. We have 692 people in here. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. It's the first link. It does cost $5, but it is a great group of people and it continues to grow as days go on. Let's see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Also, check out some of my other links, the credit card links in the description. That does help out the channel a ton. And yeah, I think I'm going to continue to watch RKT to see what it does, to see if I can find any investment points, see if I can find any times where I can lower that cost basis, and we'll be good. I'm also going to watch AMC to see exactly what it does today, and I'll give you guys an update later today as long as I can find a way to get on. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching on Twitch, on YouTube, on everything. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. Guys and gals are amazing. On TikTok, I appreciate you guys. We got up to like 8 or 10 viewers. That's pretty good. That's the most I've ever gotten on TikTok live. So thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm not really uploading any videos today. It's just gonna be the streams. So I'll see you guys in the next stream.